Okay, we start slowly.
Collab.
Google Colab. Colab is a collaboratory. Google collaboratory, or sometimes we say Google uh, interactive Jupyter notebook, ya, interactive Jupyter notebook, because this IDE, integrated development environment, use a browser. This use a Python language. So if you have already know Python, it easily use this Google Colab. Okay, but if you don't, if you Java user or PHP and etc., it is difficult to. So you have to study first the Python, basic Python. We can use browser or Android, but sometimes my previous student use Android, difficult in Control C and Control V, copas, ya, Control copy and paste. But they use a virtual keyboard from an App Store or Android Store to download this virtual keyboard. If you don't use a browser, but I suggest you to use a browser because it's more easy to type and control other facilities. The requirement is we have to Google account or Gmail. So everyone must have Google or Gmail account. We just click here. This is Google Colab. This is the first appearance. Look at this is my account. This is our history of code using Google Colab. This is the welcome screen. First, if we want to create a new notebook or this is new program, new script, new code, first login, and we use file, a new notebook. Here, file and new notebook, and we have to create the name because this is the default is untitled. So we have to create the name, and of course I suggest you to use Chrome because this is from Google. And then create name, and there is a cell. It is the famous improvement in Jupyter IDE. They use cell. So the Google also use this facility. Cell is okay. If we file new notebook, we can run separately cell from another cell. This is code. For example, we have 4 cell. The running is from the up and down, but we can run separately. For example, this is for example, I run this cell. Because this Google Colab use Google processor, there is a delay because you have to use a network internet. This is the result. But Google not only give the software, but also the hardware. We already know that the Google have the capability with their server, GPU, TPU, with many large number GPU. Okay, not only CPU. In CPU, TPU, and GPU will be shared from Google to other people in the world. If you want to see where is the CPU, the GPU, and etc., we can use actually we should use the English. It is Indonesia. Notebook settings, and this is GPU and tensor processing unit. This is the famous processor in Google. Actually, we have GPU in our laptop. We use GeForce, NVIDIA, etc. It has a GPU, but not all laptop has GPU. If we want to use the GPU, we can checklist the accelerator. Okay. This is run only this cell. If we want to run another cell, we just click another cell. If you want to see the Y, for example, this is 3. But if we want to run all of this directly in the same time, we can use run all. Jalankan semua run all. So dia run the code from up to bottom. This the introduction. And then we use libraries. Libraries is package from many vendors. Actually, we can also use our own package. But in the internet, we easily found famous packages. For example, TensorFlow, NumPy, Pandas, etc. For example, we use OpenCV, Open Computer Vision. We use the libraries CV2, import CV2. Usually the library is located in the first cell. For example, here before this cell, or we can use here up arrow to change this to the first.
Sir, this is no problem using self-hosting Jupyter.
Posting the, sorry?
I was use self-hosting of my Jupyter server.
Yes, okay.
That is no problem.
No problem.
Okay.
You can use another editors.
Yeah.
As long as Python.
Okay.
This is the most easiest way to, because we do not use to download the library, because Google Colab is already have the newest library in the world. Of course, if the Google Colab have not provide this library, we can use install in here.
Yeah. running the shell to install from pip.
Yes. Last year, I used a Jupyter Notebook as well for the student, and some library have to update it, and some must be downloaded, and we use the most easy IDE, Anaconda. Anaconda is the most easy for study Jupyter. Or this is the PYNB is the new extension. We already know PY, Python, and this is IPython, IPY, and this is additional notebook. We can see next because not only code we type here, but also figure, explanation, and other statement that not only script. Okay, we just run this import. If there is no error, for example, we use this. It means that Google Colab didn't understand this, so we use OpenCV version 2. Okay, this is. So we have already import, and another, for example, NumPy. NumPy is a facility to manipulate matrix, vector, array, etc. This is the famous library for mathematicians or computing. Okay, we continue. Running cell and storage. Okay, this is the famous facility, especially for the machine learning, because we have to use data. We have because we use Google, so we don't use the script to access our laptop, and the script here is accessing the file also in Google. So Google and accessing the storage in Google. So this is the location, and there is a Google Drive. This is temporary. If we close the IDE, we have to upload the data again in here. But if we use Google Drive, we can just connecting to the drive, our Google Drive, the file in Drive, in cloud. For example, we upload here, and make sure that the data is come here. Test, for example, test. This is the data, and this is temporary in this Google Colab, because if we close this browser and we open again, this data is have to upload again, deleted by Google. Except if you use Google Drive, this is permanently in Google Drive. Okay, I try to change this. This is the step to okay, there is no problem. And also we have I suggest you to run this, my blog, how to connect file from Google Colab to our Google Drive. This is the appearance of my draft in Google. So if we accessing using this code, this is directly access to my Google Drive. Okay. Of course, if you use another Python IDE, for example, in what is it, Python editor. This is use your drive in laptop, but in Google Colab, this is drive is another. This is uses my drive. If you want to use Google Colab temporary, you can use this. How to use a library? It's easy because in Google Colab there is a help. For example, if I type cv2 and dot, there is another facility or a function that available for the, for example, cv2 library. Okay, this, for example, I want to read the image. This is the test. We run. Sorry. That is, we just found that mread. Or you can use the open the official site of OpenCV to see the what is the function behind the OpenCV. For example, we want to separate another code from this. We just add code here. Of course, we can also use behind here, but I have to run. This is at the same time. But if you want to separate, we can use this another cell. For example, I want to see what is the image using the IMSO, but in this Google Colab, the IMSO is not ready. So this is available in cv2, but if we run this, there is a warning that CM2 IMSO is disabled in Colab. There is many kind of warning in Google Colab, but we can use the information from his, or we can directly search to the other list. For example, Stack Overflow. There is some another user that give a suggestion to fix the problem. Okay, we just use here. As a substitution, consider using, okay, we just follow the instruction. So we just add here, okay. But of course, you can use this in here also the next time. And this is viewed underscores. I don't know why the Google Colab did not use the dot here. So oh, there is a problem in this here. Sorry. Test. Okay. Test.png and here. Okay, this is I'm I'm only show you how to use the library, for example, CP2, to show this facility imread and imshow to access the file from Drive. Oh, sorry, Google Colab storage here. We cannot hide here. Next. So ready, using library. Open a notebook. Okay, I have shared some code in Edlink. I forget to the password. I use different laptop, sorry. Okay, we just file and we use upload notebook. Okay. For testing, actually we can use Google Colab. For example, yeah, breakfast set. Some people has already upload the code. This is after this presentation we start to practice the deep first search and breadth. Oh, actually this is D breadth first search. So we just upload file. I have shared you to from in Edlink. The old one is, for example, breadth first search, which is okay. If I share you the IPNB file, you have to open it in Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab. If you use another editor, you have to convert it by download.py ini. This is sorry, file. Yes, okay. That I. This is the version of Python. Because if we just use the IPYNB, there is a HTML format for the if you open in the conventional editor. Okay. For example, if we use this to open, this is the IPYNB open in the original editor or Notepad. So you have to use or convert it in PY version if you want to use Notepad to run this Python. But if you want to use in Google Colab, you can download IPINB as well as you open it by upload your IPINB file. Okay, next. You can directly ask the question if there is a problem to this presentation. Okay, maybe here is the last presentation for the introduction of Google Colab. So I hope you open your Google Colab now to practice this material. And next, we implement the Google Colab to the AI module. For example, I have share with you there is a problem in the previous slide because we have used the second edition, but actually the textbook is now a third edition. So I have to upload again for the first and second slide. So there is a mid exam, but it's easy because this mid exam only to-do list. You just follow the step in this tutorial, so you can answer the mid exam. But of course, you have to open your Google Colab and run the code following the specific problem for every student and run and capture the result and give as the answer of the mid exam. It's easy. So don't worry about this midterm. Okay, we just review the previous lecture for this Python practice in this day. We will discuss inform heuristic search strategies. Sorry, actually there is a uninformed and informed search strategy. Okay, we just